The title of the album is simply a play on the saying rhyme and reason. Take away the rhyme and turn it to slime, so you have a more of a slippery sense of reason, more of a slimy sense of reason. It's not as scanned and as, I don't know, as mathematically correct as rhyme and reason. It's a reflection on my head and my attitude to the arts and to creativity and to my position in the world at large. Production is myself, a friend called Theo Gordon, a producer from Sheffield called Toddler T. He did a remix of the Low Tech Hi-Fi song. So from that I knew about him. You know, I spent quite a lot of time up in Sheffield, and he was around. He was selling trainers in a shop one day. I said, "Hey, I need to hear some beats." Went around to his studio, and it was pretty instant. Just listened to a few beats and tried out a few ideas, and this is the product of those ideas. You know, those free beats that he did. I'm a new man. Do Not Bother Me and Buff Enough.
Nobody heard of me, I'm a new man. Hey, on it, you're pretty like money. Is you born figure go check my mommy and if she like you, so we have a hype. Take you on a ride and I'm a climbing on a bike.
Today, we're in a place that used to be called City Farm, but today it's called Banana Farm, where we are recording a short movie to go with the song Buff Enough, an extract from the long player Slime and Reese.
Action, girls!
Rodney plays an ice cream man with very special ice cream powers. Sends the girls kind of delirious, and then once they go on delirious, he turns into a slime monster, which we haven't shot yet, so it might not work. And then once he's become a slime monster, the anti-slime squad come along and shut him down. The most tricky thing is actually going to be the slime, and also working with animals is never easy.
I've got slime dread, but it makes sense, so we got to do it. We've got to get covered in slime. People see me as a rapper, or as an MC, or a musician. But I'm none of these things. I'm just trying to get enough money to buy myself an ice cream van. And I think today, I'm living out my dream.
It was his idea to play the ice cream man. I like him. He's good. He's good. Like, I think the yellow sunglasses are really going to put a finishing touch on his performance.
I initially started out wanting to do it as more of a live sounding album. So I wanted drums, and I wanted bass guitar, and I wanted real strings, and I wanted real piano, and it didn't quite happen like that. It's been a mesh of programmed stuff along with a bit of live padding. That was quite hard, because I started out making a lot of skeletons for songs, with imagining that I would hand it over to an orchestra or hand it over to a band, and within this process of handing it over, things kept coming back totally off the mark. In musical terms, I must write something that's quite close to gobbledygook, because when they hand it over to musicians and how they interpret it, it's just like Jesus Christ. The maths ain't right there. The logic is just not there. I don't know what's in me that's trying to leak out. It's as if I'm the only one that can do it.
Oh, crook on a boogie with the slide and reason, talking to the heathens when nothing can hey, fucked up right there.
This album is not necessarily about partying. It's more about, I don't know, invoking a deeper sense of rebel, of individual. It's definitely not about partying, even though there might be party moments on there. To me, the album is just one song really, but I suppose again and again is something close to my heart. I listen back to that and think, I don't know how I pulled that off. I met the designers at Coco's in Camden one night. I was doing a gig. They came for it. They pitched drunk. I like the fact that they pitched drunk. And I just thought, hey, let's have a go. Do a bust in my head and chop off the top and have it dripping in slime. Lord knows what it will look like. As a 10-year-old, in my impressionable years, my vocal heroes were from the dancehall scene. It wasn't till later on in life that I got more into hip hop. When was it, 79 when Rapper's Delight came out? I heard that and thought that was interesting, but what would be on my cassettes or my tape would be more like Yellow Man or Michigan and Smiley and artists like that. In one sense, it is a bone of contention that what exactly am I doing? Because I'm making this kind of a bastard stew that does kind of straddle these two genres. I think even what a lot of so-called dancehall artists are doing is even more hybrid than what I do, as I listen to their stuff. Because they're known for me, and an artist like Assassin. He sounds like someone that listens to more kind of MTV rap than he listens to dancehall. I think it's all merging into one big bubblegum, one big gumbo. I'll try something else. A lot of people don't know about Smith until I came to the scene and came to uplift the ragatory statures of righteousness. Pentecostal son coming from the hard left. With every breath and every now, we dare not stop burning Babylon down. With every penny, every pound, reflective of the rebel heart and the rebel sound. Dedication to them life and them causes. I did those tours, I settled those scores now. I'm back at the drawing board and I'm sketching out the future with 2 crystal balls. I see the future where the culture looks corroded. Dudes are chat mic, but them dudes are just posers. I don't know where the soul is, so I'm about to bring that back. Whether we chat rap or sing that back, you go. That's a verse from Again and Again. Between acts like myself and Black Twang and MC Ty, we helped kind of bridge a way into the media's consciousness, because there was a time when, the whole idea of someone from the UK trying to rap or even chat on a track was just like commercial suicide. I've got 1 gold record, 1 silver record, and I think the highest chart placing I've had was number 32 with Colossal Insight, which is not massive commercial success, but I still managed to sell out Brixton Academy. I still managed to make a little bit of profit when I tour. For some, British urban music is in a massive recession because it's not managed to produce much. much million sellers, but I don't know. But in my head, the mark that I always try to reach for is just, you know, to make enough money to make more music. That's all that matters.
Man, I take my talk for joke. Man, I take my talk for broke. Man, I take my talk for love. But it's true, they never know. Man, I take my talk for joke. Man, I take my talk for broke. Man, I take my talk for love. But it's true, they never know. Man, I take my talk for joke. Man, I take my talk for broke. Man, I take my talk for love. But it's true, they never know. Man, I take my talk for joke. Man, I take my talk for broke. Man, I take my talk for love. But it's true, they never know. Man, I take my talk for joke. Man, I take my talk for broke. Man, I take my talk for love. But it's true, they never know.